In this video, we're going to show how our cast-in-place walls assembly works in our BidPro Concrete for PlanSwift plugin. So the first thing we'll do is go to our Estimating tab, and we're going to pull over a location folder from our concrete location folders to place our wall takeoff in. So we will scroll down here and select first level walls, click OK. Alright, now we'll go back to our concrete assemblies, to our CIP walls. We've got a one main CIP wall assembly that comes with the plugin. As with all of our plugins, they're designed so that you can duplicate the plugins and then preset them for, different size and types of walls that you may use over and over again. So we'll take a look at this wall assembly here. Alright, so we can name the wall whatever we want to name. We'll call it 8" by 10 feet foundation wall. So we got our waste percentage. We can put in a CIP walls bid amount per square feet. So we'll just randomly, we've got 5 in there. And then a multiple, again, we can set if the plan page represents more than one part of the foundation. You could multiply times whatever you needed to. So again, we work our way through the tabs. We make our concrete selection. So we'd set our wall height. I think we said was 10 feet. Our wall width is 8 inches. We can select our PSI, and then whether or not you want to populate wall forms in your reports. If you don't, you can just select NA. If you do want it to calculate forms for you, it's just going to calculate the total square footage of forms that you need. And if you don't see the way that you want to display or describe the forms, you can simply go up here to the list tab, find the appropriate list, and add whatever item that you want to add to your list for any of the drop downs. Okay, so we've got we've got 2 different size vertical rebars that we can select here. We'll just stay with the defaults, which looks like number 5 rebar, 16 on center, and then you can also select a multiply for that if you've got more than one per 16 inches. And then we'll click on our horizontal rebar tab, which is the same way. You've got 2 different size horizontal rebar material that you can select with your on-center spacing and multiply as well. And you've got foundation dowels. If you want to go ahead and pick up your foundation dowels in your wall assembly, you can do that. If for some reason you didn't need foundation dowels or you didn't want to pick them up this way, you could just select NA and it's not going to calculate them. We also have a couple assemblies for dowels, both linear and point count. So it's really just a personal preference how you want to pick those foundation dowels up. And then you can select your sill bolts if you want to pick up sill bolts as well in your wall. Again, if you didn't need them, you could just select NA. So if you just need one type of sill bolt, you don't need a second type. We'll just select NA. And then again, before you do your takeoff, you just want to select the appropriate location folder, which in this case is first level walls. We'll click OK. We're just going to go down through here and take off some wall here. Okay, so now let's take a look at the reports. So we'll look at our materials by location report. We've already taken off some other items, but we can see that under the location of first level walls, we've got our material here that's organized by that location. So you can see we got our rebar, our J-bolts, our concrete, and our wall forms. We take a look at our consolidated list. Again, it's just going to continue to consolidate all of the material into one list for the whole project. And then when we look at our bid detail report, we've got a breakdown for our first level walls here, our 8-inch by 10-foot foundation wall, which is what we named our assembly. So this is telling us we've got 61 feet linear feet, and then we've got 10-foot height of wall, so that's how it's going to calculate our price per square foot. I think we had $5 a square foot as our bid amount. So that's calculating the 61 linear feet times our 10-foot foundation wall height to calculate this bid amount of $3,026. And then we've got our subtotal with our markup percentage and our bid total.